Hello boys and girls! Upon my return from Sydney Mardi Gras Parade last year, I made a video of the top 10 floats I saw. To my surprise, that video was a hit with my audience. So this year, I'm doing the video again of the top floats I saw in Mardi Gras Parade 2020. With nearly 190 floats, I must say this year's float was very exemplary. This year, I will also be giving out 4 special awards: Best Costume and Makeup, Best Float Design, Best Choreography, and Best Theme Float. The competition is certainly stiff this year, so without further ado, here are my top 10 picks of the top floats of Sydney Mardi Gras Parade 2020.
Our first entry at number 10 is Autism Spectrum Australia and the Autistic Rainbow Community Neurodiversity Rainbow. Being LGBTQIA+ and autistic can feel like one is living a multiple, marginalized, vulnerable, and undeserved community. What matters for them is to have a voice for these special needs members, marching for inclusion and respect. The protest signs and symbols on them are the best I've seen in this parade. Equipped with a formidable yet cheery marchers, they are certainly warming up many hearts in the parade. Next up, we have number 9, the Pink Flamingos. Australian are roast barbecuing the earth was the float design, and may I say, very well constructed and a fantastic idea. Nothing matters to us more than the capacity of the earth to sustain life, and the Australian summer of 2020 has tragically highlighted the need for immediate action to address the climate crisis. No fancy choreo is needed for this message to get across to the crowd from this float. Well done to the Pink Flamingos. We're on to number 8, and number 8 is Different Stroke Dragon Boat Club, an apology to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is certainly angry, and who does not like a well-constructed volcano? Another great float addressing the climate change issue. The climate change issue is something we cannot ignore, and it is reflected on their costume, which brings out a very distinct color combo unique from all the other floats. The choreo is acrobatic and ritual, not to mention a great pick of music. As dragon boaters, they use Sydney Harbour regularly, and they would like the world to see firsthand the effect of pollution is having on the beautiful city of Sydney. Coming in at number 7, the Evolution Dancers 2020 A Gay Odyssey. This float is the brainchild of the legendary Mardi Gras figure Teresa Leggett. The marcher looks like they are getting ready to invade Sydney, and in some way I wish they do. If the giant-sized replica of the lunar balloon does not impress you, their costume and choreography certainly will. Decked out in futuristically, they shine, shimmer, and splendor the crowd. I'm not sure how this float ties to the parade theme, but who cares? We are all gawking in awe for this beautiful float. Beam me up, Teresa! Moving on at number 6, Star Observer. Since 1979, the Star Observer has worked to inform and connect Australia's LGBTQI+ community over the news and issues that matters to them. There's something electrifying about this float. Their vitality, energy, and liveliness choreography makes this float shines throughout the parade. Subtle yet innovative and brilliant, their dance moves are easy to follow and are a crowd favorite. I am awarding this float Best Choreography as well. I need to hire their choreographer on my next flash mob.
Halfway there, before I continue, I am giving out a special award that I call the Best Theme Float Award. The Best Theme Float Award will go to the float that brings out the most important issues for LGBTQI+ community, and this year the award goes to the Institute of Many, U equals U revolution.
In my opinion, one of the most important floats in the parade addressing the issue of HIV, undetectable equals untransmittable, or U equals U, is a revolution in the way our community responds to HIV. They aim to educate the public that people living with HIV whose viral load has been suppressed to undetectable levels cannot transmit HIV to their sexual partners. The Institute of Many is building the U equals U revolution to make sure that it includes everyone, not only people with HIV, but our HIV-negative partners, allies, friends, and families. A very important message indeed. At number 5, Le Petit Bateau Art Collective, The Art. Le Petit Bateau, the little boat in English, represent artists producing art shows, building art installations, and music production. They seem to be putting their expertise on full display with this float design, experimenting with different quirky elements, complete with a boat captain and built around on top of a vehicle flanked with outlandish marine costumes from our high seas. It's hard not to have your sight fixated on this float. Visually intricate, a fusion of contemporary and classical ideas, I am awarding this entry the Best Float Design Award. Well done, Le Petit Bateau. At number 4 is TAFE New South Wales, Love Bugs. The TAFE New South Wales entry celebrates both a community message that love is love and an environment message to love insect kind. In this time of unprecedented mass extinctions, this is what matters to them. Again, the theme seemed to be not so much LGBT, but who cares? The float is so colorful, so creative, and so lively, it makes us itching for more. Fighting for the rights for animals to exist alongside the human race is actually a great theme too. Tiny they are, but one of the most valuable assets to Mother Nature. I adore the puppet's design and the exuberant high energy this float brings to this parade. May I say, super infectious. Like the lifespan of many insects, we do feel that this gorgeous float passed us by way too soon. Well done, TAFE, New South Wales. Third spot bronze medalist is Sydney Opera House, the House of Love, celebrating the importance of art, culture, and expression to help create positive change in our communities. The Opera House mission is to inspire and strengthen the community through everything they do. So this year's parade, the float rejoices everyone who worked, performed, and visited the Opera House and had proudly played a starring role in being a powerful voice for inclusion, celebration, and love. They have the most unique costume of all the float entry I have seen. Symbols of the iconic Opera House can be seen everywhere, and those colors are simply outstanding. I'm hereby awarding this float the Best Costume and Makeup Award. See you at the Sydney Opera House.
Alright, there's only 2 places left on this list, and the top second place goes to Daywash presents CANDYLAND. Yay!
You seriously think I am not going to include my own float on this list? You know what they say, you want sweet dreams, you gotta live a sweet life. What matters to us is that we all remember that life is sweet, and we hope this message resonates with anyone that has been going through a rough time. But not to worry, Us Candies has just the right sugary recipe. We are ready to satisfy your sweet tooth. Fragrant cotton floss, sugar-filled lollipop, glazed rainbow ice cream. It's gluten-free and keto approved. Our mouth-watering candy boys are guaranteed to sweeten your sour mundane life and have you drooling by the end. And who, may I ask, have a ginormous white Hummer limo for their float entry? Ruling over Candyland is our fierce and fabulous Queen Candy Mama, Anthony. Anthony is serving you all his fructose and glucose throughout the parade. And just as we speak, he has been nominated for Mr. Gay Pride. Be sure to vote for him. You go, girl mama!
You certainly look yummy, right, boys and girls? My sugar intake went through the roof that night. Before I reveal our winner this year, here are some memorable mentions. Are you ready for our winner? I proudly announce the winner of the best float for the 42nd annual Sydney Mardi Gras Parade 2020 is, you see the color of my shirt? Sydney Queer Irish.
From 2018 Feather Colours of Ireland dancing to the music of Cranberries, to 2019 stunning the crowd with hot pink lime green leggings, the Sydney Queer Irish has been the trendsetters for years in the Mardi Gras parade. This year they want us to follow the yellow brick road to the Emerald City with the Wizard of Oz theme. There is no place like home. In 2020, Sydney Queer Irish celebrate a decade of creating a community and a sense of home away from home for the Irish living in Australia. They acknowledge the courage of all LGBTQI+ immigrants and their quest to find new homes. Their choreography was spot on, with circuit party fans beating through the night. Just look at how they practice. Moving on so phenomenally, wowing the crowd with their 50 shades of brilliant emerald deep green costumes. We are all happier over the rainbow watching this float pass us by. To the Sydney Queer Irish, I say, co-gorgeous. Congratulations in Irish. My winner of Best Float Sydney Mardi Gras 2020. I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store for next year.
So boys and girls, that was my pick for the top float of the 42nd annual Sydney Mardi Gras Parade 2020. Do you agree or disagree with my list? Have I left out any floats? Please let me know on the comments below. And if you like this video, please share, click like, and subscribe. If you have not seen my previous year's top pick, here they are along with the parade video this year. I hope to see you on the next Mardi Gras, which is happening on the 6th of March 2021. So until then, and until my next video, stay true to yourself. Bye.